Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
We're off and running on this Saturday edition of Thoroughbred Action, brought to you from beautiful Gulfstream Park. Maybe soggy Gulfstream Park is a little more appropriate. Jason Blewett catching up with you from our apron. We've got a lot to show you tonight on the broadcast. 12 races. Happy Travers Day, by the way. Pete Aiello is coming up now with track conditions and weather.
Rain continues in South Florida, forcing us off the turf here this afternoon and a sloppy main track. First race of the afternoon off the turf, main track at a mile on the 16th. Claimers in for a price tag of $10,000. Scratched 1, 3, and 7. Favorites were 8 Taro and 9 Cookies Are Good. Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Brown's Gap wins the break. At the rail, Colton's Honor is showing speed. Sent very wide through that first turn as the first race favorite. Cookies Are Good. Taro's just to his inside and trying to improve. Mad Patriot taking in hand to race behind the top flight. And the early trailer is El Ciclone. They run around the first turn, and up front, Brown's Gap leads 3 parts of a length. On the outside, and Taro second. Toward the rail, Colton's Honor is third. Out 3 wide as Cookies Are Good, then Mad Patriot and El Ciclone. Up front, Darrell Holland and Brown's Gap control the pace through the opening quarter in 23 and 4, and they roll into the backstretch on a 2-length lead. Second is Taro, third is Cookies Are Good, Mad Patriot is fourth, Colton's Honor is fifth, and at the back is El Ciclone. Down the backstretch they go. There's less than 5 furlongs to go. Brown's Gap enjoying his trip so far. He leads at 2.5 lengths over second running Taro. Down at the inside, Luca Panici moves the favorite Cookies Are Good into striking range third. He's dropped better than 4 lengths behind. Mad Patriot is fourth. El Ciclone is out of last. And now the trailer is Colton's Honor. Around the far turn they go. The second and third horses working awfully hard to try to stay in range of Brown's Gap through a 46 and 4.5 mile. Brown's Gap by 3. Taro second. Cookies Are Good third. El Ciclone winding it up from the back. He's into fourth, soon to take third. Then Mad Patriot, and at the back is Colton's Honor after 3 quarters. In 112 flat, Brown's Gap has the lead, but El Ciclone is charging hard. El Ciclone at 11-1, trying to get to Brown's Gap. The favorite is defeated as they turn in. On the inside, and Brown's Gap set down by Holland on the outside, and coming on is El Ciclone, and El Ciclone to take the lead. El Ciclone will go from last to first under Luis Castillo and win the Saturday opener going away. Brown's Gap second, the battle's on for third. El Ciclone easily. Second, Brown's Gap. Third, Mad Patriot. Fourth was Taro ahead of Cookies Are Good. And at the back, Colton's Honor. Start the afternoon with the major upset as number 4, El Ciclone, goes from last to first to win under jockey Luis Castillo for owner Annabelle Costanzo and Luis Duco stable. Luis Duco trained the son of Proud Citizen. 5, Brown's Gap did all the heavy lifting to get second ahead of the 6, Mad Patriot, who ran third. We turn now to the second race of the day, start of the early pick 4, a mile over the main track. Maiden Claimers in for a $10,000 price tag. Scratch number 4, Wild Lil Kitten. A field of 7. Odds on, number 1, Flying Rocket. And they're off. From the rail, Flying Rocket commences very well. In the center, Hey Bub moves to challenge with Earn the Gold also being sent along. In between horses, Explosive Band trying to challenge the favorite as well. Real scramble on for the early lead. From the outside, it's Hey Bub who takes the lead from Earn the Gold. And from the inside, the favorite Flying Rocket will now back off under Jaramillo as Explosive Band moves up into second. From the far outside, it's Major Hit. Cheating is alongside him. And then it's back a big good margin at the back of the field to Judith Nathan. 23-1, aggressive opening quarter time. And up front, Hey Bub at 30-1, trying to win it right now. He leads it by 2 over a trio, including Cheating, Explosive Band, and on the outside, Major Hit. Flying Rocket now starts to get into the race. He's in 5th and moving nicely under jockey Misael Jaramillo. That's all for Earn the Gold. He's backpedaled to second last, and nothing yet from Judith Nathan through a wicked half mile of 46 and 3. Can Hey Bub keep it up? He rounds the far turn on a 2.5 length lead. In second is Major Hit on the outside, and Flying Rocket Cheating has an upset possibility toward the rail as Flying Rocket gets going now. And Flying Rocket and Jaramillo go on the attack to take the lead, and they blow by the field and open 3 from the back. Judith Nathan is putting in a bit of a charge, albeit 5 wide through 3 quarters in 112 and 3. Flying Rocket has this to throw away. He's open to 5 length lead now. Judith Nathan is clearly into second and trying to get to this leader now. Flying Rocket, he's not home yet as Judith Nathan is taking dead aim under Miguel Vasquez. Judith Nathan trying to run down Flying Rocket on the money. Flying Rocket has the lead. Judith Nathan lunging late. Judith Nathan at Flying Rocket. Flying Rocket. Flying Rocket survives over Judith Nathan, who was charging hard. Explosive Band third. Major hit fourth, then cheating in 1:39 and 3.
Well, number one, Flying Rocket had some anxious moments inside that final eighth of a mile, but he held on for the victory under Amisael Jaramillo for Victor Barboza Jr. and Flying Horses Investment Group. Second was number 2, Judith Nathan, ahead of the 3 Explosive Band, who ran third. Time for a timeout. The Saturday card will roll on when we come back right after this.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
Back now for race number 3 on the program. 5.5 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 3, Potachan. A field of 6. Favorites were 5, Keep Me Grounded. And 7, Tiggertown.
And they're off. Level beginning. From the outside, Tiggertown was away well, moving up the challenge as War Artist, and down inside My Johnny Be Good away in the top flight. Wild Mongolia sent out of there by Figueroa, but does no better than 4th. 5th early is Keep Me Grounded, and the trailer is Phil's First Factum as they're 3 across the course as they go past the half-mile pole. From the inside, My Johnny Be Good. On the far outside, Tiggertown. From between horses, War Artist. These 3 have gone 4 ahead of Keep Me Grounded, who's getting a good setup if he can rally from 4th under Alvarez. A gap of 3 to Wild Mongolia, and Phil's First Factum continues last as they run past the 5/16. Up front now, Tiggertown, and Jaramillo goes on the attack to get serious and take the lead. From the back and 4 wide, Keep Me Grounded trying to get after him. Then back inside to My Johnny Be Good with War Artist. From the back and Wild Mongolia as they straighten for home. On the outside, Keep Me Grounded with all the momentum, and he's up to take the lead now. Tiggertown is back to second. My Johnny Be Good boxing on well, but this one's over. Give it to Keep Me Grounded. Dennis Ward and Jose Alvarez hook up and a win it going away. Wrapped up in the end. Keep Me Grounded's an easy winner. My Johnny Be Good second, Tiggertown third, War Artist 4th, and Wild Mongolia, and Phil's First Factum.
Jockey Jose Alvarez gives a textbook stalking trip to number 5, Keep Me Grounded. The veteran campaigner does the rest as he blows by the leaders in the stretch and wins wrapped up for trainer Dennis Ward and Ride and Jack Racing. It was 2, My Johnny Be Good, who re-rallied for second ahead of the 7, Tiggertown, who faded late and had to settle for third. To the 4th race we go, off the turf, main track at 7 furlongs. Scratch the 1, 4, 7, and 8. Daryl Holland on the 9, Flashjack. Jose Alvarez on the 12, Xena Rules. The favorites included Flashjack the 9 and the 11, Talisa.
And they're off. From the inside, Coquivacoa blasts out to take the lead, quickly challenged by Rachette, and Rachette is intent on the front. Eddie Nunez aggressively handles Rachette, and she throttles open to lead by 2 over her second running Talisa. On the outside, and Flashjack is with her down at the inside, Lonesome Palm. Then Coquivacoa working ahead of Southern Sis, and the 2 laggards at the back are Princess Ariel and Xena Rules. Down the backstretch and going to the half-mile pole through a 23-second opening quarter. Rachette the leader, 2.5 in front of Flashjack second. Lonesome Palm now knifes between horses, and Southern Sis moves out the rail. They're followed by Coquivacoa. Talisa's going to be 4 or 5 wide entering the far turn. Still nothing from Princess Ariel or Xena Rules. Around the far turn they go. There's 3 furlongs left to go. Up front, Rachette trying to catch a breather. Leads 3 parts of length. Flashjack is second. Moving up on the outside, Coquivacoa starts to tack on a bit. She's into 3rd. Back to 4th is Lonesome Palm. Then comes Talisa. Southern Sis is backed away. Xena Rules is next, and Princess Ariel is at the back. Through a 46 1/2 mile, they run to the top of the stretch. Rachette turns for home on a 2-length lead. Coquivacoa not done fighting. She's trying to take up the slack second. Lonesome Palm is now 3rd, racing 4th on the outside, and coming on Xena Rules. But through the final 16th, Rachette is still clear. It's Eddie Nunez. It's Kathleen O'Connell. It's Rachette. Gate 2 wire. Second, Coquivacoa. 3rd, Lonesome Palm. 4th was Xena Rules ahead of Talisa 5th in 1:24 and 3.
Number 10, Rachette, got an easy lead, and when she was confronted, she had something in the tank. Jockey Eduardo Nunez takes the daughter of Cowtown Cat all the way for Kathleen O'Connell and Blackacre Farm. Number 2 or 3, Coquiva Koa with a good run to get second, ahead of the 2 Lonesome Palm, who was best of the rest, while third. To the 5th race now on the start of the second pick 4 today, 5.5 furlongs over the main track. Claimers in for a $6,250 price tag. Scratch number 6, Matthews Mystery, a field of 7. Betting favorites included the 2, Lemon Royal, the 7, Starship Danny.
And they're off. Lemon Royal was off a step slow. Panamax was off quickly, and Luis Castillo sends Panamax away running to take the lead. From between horses, Runaway Bull, Cotton Colors makes it a party. Starship Danny is 4th. Down inside, it's Lemon Royal, improving now to race ahead of Gone Deep. And Cyber Josh is last of all, but he's really not far away. No more than 4.5 lengths from first to last as they swing to the far turn. On the inside, it's Panamax with a narrow lead. Here's Runaway Bull on the attack between horses, and Runaway Bull puts Eddick in front now. From the outside in 3 wide, Cotton Colors, 4 wide, Starship Danny. Lemon Royal looks for room at the rail, followed by Cyber Josh. And the first to give way is Gone Deep, as Runaway Bull has the lead for Carlos Montalvo. Carlos Montalvo and Runaway Bull lead by a head off cover. Here's Lemon Royal up the inside. Panamax not going away. In fact, Panamax is fighting right on here as they straighten for the drive. Runaway Bull has a narrow lead. Panamax back for more. Lemon Royals and Cotton Colors still right there with 1/8 of a mile to go. Nothing decided yet. Panamax back at the inside for the lead. Runaway Bull on the outside has to re-rally. Then it's Lemon Royal surging, but Panamax through it all holds firm. Panamax and Luis Castillo for his second winner today in 105-2.
Another upset today in race number 5, and it was Luis Castillo for his second winner of the day. Number 1, Panamax, passed at the top of the stretch, but battled back to win it for Michael Yates and Shady Brook Farm. 4, Cotton Colors was second, ahead of the 3, Runaway Bull, who had every opportunity. He had to settle for third. Early pick 4, $263, and that early pick 5, $3,731.20. We move now to race number 6. We're off the turf. We're on the main track at a mile and a 16th, an allowance optional claiming event. Scratch the 5, 7, 8, and 9. The favorites included the 3, Majev, and the 11, Jaden's Best.
They're up. Beneficiary sent hard from an inside gate to try to get the early lead. From the far outside, Jaden's Best has something to say about it. In between horses, Mr. Tickle alongside Manolete, and Majev is not far away. The 2 at the back are Zitman and Top of the Page. Around the first turn they go. Lionel Reyes and Beneficiary intent on getting to the lead, and they lead now 1.25 lengths. Up into second is Jaden's Best, back to third, Mr. Tickle. Tucked in fourth, Majev ahead of Manolete, then Zitman and Top of the Page. The opening quarter was 23-4. So they run into the backstretch with Beneficiary in front. Jaden's Best takes a flanking roll while second, Mr. Tickle. Got into the outside here by Carlos Montalvo, racing in the clear third. Majev is at the inside fourth. Then back to the outside, and Manolete, Top of the Page, is inside of him. And Zitman is last. No change in proceedings as they head to the final half mile of the contest. Beneficiary bumps the margin to 3.5 through a 47.5 mile. Beneficiary now by 4. Hard-ridden second is Jaden's Best. He's all in. Top of the Page is now past Majev, who's also all in. Manolete is yet to uncork a rally, nor is Mr. Tickle. And at the back is Zitman as Beneficiary tries to throw the knockout punch. It's Beneficiary to the top of the stretch. A 7-length lead now. 3/4, 110-3, and Beneficiary works into the short stretch on a sizable lead. Top of the Page is struggling to just get by Jaden's Best. That's even better news if you back Beneficiary. He's 14-1, and he's opened up. Beneficiary, not much else to say here. He's in front and long gone. The battle's on for the minors. Jaden's Best is game and trying to hold second with Top of the Page, then Manolete and Mr. Tickle. Beneficiary and Lionel Reyes, and the easy winner. Second, Jaden's Best. Third, Top of the Page. Fourth, Manolete, then Mr. Tickle and Zitman.
Number 2, Beneficiary, with a big-time performance here this afternoon. He had the race won with 3 furlongs to go. Lionel Reyes posed for the picture for trainer Nick Mastronardi Jr. and owner Nancy Mastronardi. There was 11, Jaden's Best, who did well to hold second ahead of the 1, Top of the Page, who was best of the rest, while third. Time for a timeout. When we continue, we'll bring you the Rainbow Six sequence as the Saturday card rolls on a soggy day right after this.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
We're back now for race number 7 on the program. We're at 1 mile over the main track here. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. A field of 8 signed on. The favorites included the 1, Adagio, and number 7, American Czar.
And they're off. Kinane hopped in the air at the beginning and is 2.5 lengths last. American Czar was away well, and he'll try to establish the lead. Here comes his barn buddy Leverkusen up the challenge from the inside. So Barboza will land 1-2, but American Czar the quickest of that pair, and he leads by a length. Into second now, and moving up to be within a length of the top is Market Strength. In between horses, Leverkusen is third while under restraint. At the inside, it's Adagio, outside in Gun Carriage. Then comes Kinane ahead of Madruz, and Over Limit works from the back of the pack, about 6 lengths off the lead of American Czar. American Czar in front through the opening quarter in 24 flat. He leads a 1.5 lengths. In between horses, Leverkusen is now second again from Market Strength. Third at the inside is Adagio fourth. Kinane moves up after a subpar beginning. He's fifth at the half-mile pole, ahead of Madruz in Gun Carriage, and Over Limit is last. Opening half mile, pick it up to a 46-4 there. That's a big-time second quarter. Aramillo and American Czar still have the lead. Leverkusen is on the press in second for Lionel Reyes, 2.5 back to Kinane, splitting rivals and about to take third ahead of Adagio, who's still waiting for room fourth. Back to fifth is Market Strength, and then from the outside running on a bit is Gun Carriage with a 1/4 mile left to go. Now taking over the lead is Leverkusen through 3 quarters in 1:11-3. Leverkusen, Reyes bids for another one. He leads at 2.5. Kinane going to try to get to him with 1/8 mile to go. Down the outside, and Adagio shakes loose, but he's only into third, and the leader is Leverkusen, and he's strong up front. Leverkusen, Victor Barboza Jr., and Lionel Reyes. They'll win it. They'll win it strongly, too, by almost 3 in the end. Second was Kinane. Third was Adagio. Close after that, Over Limit or American Czar in 1:37. And
Trainer Victor Barboza Jr. gets his second training victory of the afternoon, and Lionel Reyes gets his second riding victory of the afternoon aboard the recently claimed son of Divine Park. Number 2, Leverkusen, wins easily for the owner's Atlantis Service Tool CA. 3, Kinane missed the break but ended up second ahead of the 1, Adagio, who shook loose too late and had to settle for third. We move now to the 8th race of the afternoon and the start of today's Late Pick 5. Race 8 off the turf, main track at 7 furlongs. Scratch the 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, and 15. Odds-on favorite number 4, Whoop-De-Doo.
And they're up. Clean beginning for the favorite Whoop-De-Doo, but there's a host of challengers, including Woo, Here We Go, and Alarcon down at the inside. Command Peter away in the top flight. Stravinsky's Quest is out of there in fourth. Then down inside goes Brookside, racing ahead of Darn That Parker, who's ahead of Lunch Break. And at the back of the field is Il Nono. Down the backstretch they go, and it's Woo, Here We Go, and Luca Panici now dropping over and leading a 1.5 lengths. Second is Whoop-De-Doo in the inside, and Command Peter third. Gap of 4 to Brookside. Fourth in range through a 22-3 opening quarter. Then comes Darn That Parker racing ahead of Lunch Break, who gets the wake-up call. 3 in front of Stravinsky's Quest, and still at the back is Il Nono. Around the far turn they go. Whip is out on the leader. Woo, Here We Go. He leads by a neck. Whoop-De-Doo. Alongside second, Command Peter. Third, Brookside in range. Fourth, Ceballos giving him his head and trying to tack on. Then it's a gap of another 2 lengths back to Darn That Parker, racing ahead of Lunch Break from the outside, and Stravinsky's Quest with a 1/4 mile left to go. They move through the opening half mile in 45-3, and they swing for home with Whoop-De-Doo in front. Miguel Vasquez and Whoop-De-Doo off the turn into the lane with a 1.5 lengths lead. Command Peter is second. Brookside is third. Down the outside in Lunch Break. But as they come to deep stretch, Whoop-De-Doo is the favorite. Whoop-De-Doo is the leader. And Whoop-De-Doo is the winner. Whoop-De-Doo in front. Command Peter was second. Brookside was third ahead of Lunch Break in fourth. Then came Il Nono in 1:24-3.
Number 4, Whoop-De-Doo grinds away the pace setter Woo, Here We Go, and pulls away from everyone else at the 1/4 mile pole. Wins easy under Miguel Vasquez for trainer David Brady and owner George Kerr. Odds-on favorite delivers to start the Late Pick 5. Second 2, Command Peter ahead of the 1, Brookside, who ran third. We move now to the 9th race and the start of the Late Pick 4, race 9 at 6 furlongs, maiden claimers of the 2-year-old variety, in for a price tag of $25,000. Field of 9 signed on here. The betting favorites included the 1, Smiling Mason, and the 2, Winkin' at the Dude.
And they're off. Slow starts for both Smiling Mason and Winkin' at the Dude. It was a quick start for No Nino, who hits the ground running. Up on the outside, Little Plumber is up to challenge. Clean Mind comes away in the top flight. He'll land third. Racing from fourth is New Champion ahead of Smiling Mason, who improves after a stutter step beginning. 2 back to Winkin' at the Dude. Then it's a gap of another 3. Red Carrot's third last. Vermilion Blaze second last. And the trailer is Mr. Morning Star. Past the half mile and kicking to the far turn. And up front, kicking to a clear lead, Little Plumber and Eddie Nunez off the lead now by 3.5. Racing in second is Clean Mind. It's a gap of another 4 to No Nino, who's called it an afternoon. Passed outside by New Champion, then Smiling Mason and Winkin' at the Dude. The rest need to get going, led by 40 Carats with a quarter of a mile left to go. Up front, Little Plumber's been sharp so far, leads it by 3. From the back, Winkin' at the Dude is catching the eye. He's a bit green. He's way out in the center, but he's closing ground with an 1/8 of a mile left to go. The leader, Little Plumber by 2. Clean Mind continues to charge hard second. Back to third, Winkin' at the Dude. He's flattened out a bit inside the final 16th, and Clean Mind is up for the lead. Little Plumber is back to second. He'll hold that spot, but Clean Mind will win it. Little Plumber's second. Up third was Fred Carrots, and fourth, Winkin' at the Dude alongside Smiling Mason in 1:12 and 4.
Number 4, Clean Mind, was installed as the morning line favorite at 7-2 in a wide-open race. Bettors forgot about him. He drifted up substantially and gets the victory under Carlos Montalvo for trainer Elizabeth Dobles and owner Blanca Olivas. Second, 8, Little Plumber, ahead of number 6, Red Carrots, who closed from far back to be third. 2, Winkin' at the Dude, a bit green while making a bit of move. He settles for fourth. The 10th race of the day, maiden claimers at 6.5 furlongs, in for a price tag of $10,000. We had a late scratch here of number 7, Cottonall, a field of 12. The favorite was the 13, Night Rhythm.
And they're off. Remember, the 7, Cottonall, was a late scratch. Night Rhythm away well from the far outside. Salute and Sherv and Dandy Luis moving up. Down at the rail, Mario's Revenge is now fourth. Racing ahead of Ask the Air, who's out of there fifth. In between horses, Brave Request. JT Munnings on the outside. Pair Tie improves at the rail. Then back to Fueled by Drama, racing about 7 lengths off the pace setter. Rachel's Warrior is down inside, and Home Power is at the back of the field as they go to the half-mile pole. Jockey Amisael Jaramillo, offensive-minded with Night Rhythm, and the favorite sails past the half-mile, widening on a 2-length lead. Into second is Mario's Revenge. Dandy Luis is back to third. Pair Tie is fourth. Rachel's Warrior is now fifth, followed by Fueled by Drama. Then Salute and Serve and Brave Request. Trying to run on is Warranted ahead of JT Munnings. Then Home Power, and at the back now is Ask the Air. 5/16 to go. Night Rhythm completely in control at the quarter pole on a 3-length lead. Mario's Revenge set down for the drive by Sebastian Saez. Pair Tie is next from the back and Fueled by Drama. Rachel's Warrior between horses. 46 seconds for the opening half mile. 3/16 to go. Up front, Night Rhythm leads it by 3.5. Up into second now. Inside is Pair Tie. Down the outside, Fueled by Drama. Here's a late run by Warranted, and even from the back, Home Power. But to the wire, Night Rhythm, an easy winner. He won it by 4 or 5 in the end. Fueled by Drama second, Pair Tie third, Mario's Revenge fourth. Photo after that, 119 flat.
13, Night Rhythm takes care of business to start the late pick 3 under Amisael Jaramillo for Norman Stable and Pinnacle Racing and trainer Dave Fox. 1, Mario's Revenge, completes a formful exacta, and the rest battled it out, led by 9, Fueled by Drama, and number 4, Pair Tie. Time for a timeout. We'll come back and bring you the feature race, the Sugarloaf Key, right after this.
Crossing the finish line for the last time can mean an uncertain future for many horses. Recognizing the need for a dignified retirement, the racing industry has made racehorse aftercare a top priority. In partnership with Gulfstream Park and the Florida Horsemen's Association, Florida Track provides retraining and adoption services for retired racehorses. Thanks to their efforts, the end of a racing career can signal the beginning of a new career in show jumping, trail riding, police work, even therapy for children and veterans. However, good intentions do not come without cost. As a nonprofit organization, Florida Track relies on tax-deductible donations and volunteers to help pay for feed, training, housing, and veterinary care. To find out how you can help, contact Florida Track today. Your support will go a long way towards a new beginning.
We're back now for the 11th race of the afternoon, the feature race of the day, the Sugarloaf Key Overnight Handicap. 6 furlongs over the main track for $50,000. Rider change on 4, Money or Love, to Miguel Vasquez. Scratch the 7 and 8. A field of 6. The betting favorite was number 5, Sweet Khaleesi.
And they're off. Sweet Khaleesi wins the break on the outside on Artie's Bourbon Girl away in the top flight. Moving out the rail, Sweet Tooth Haven and Baby, I'm Worth It comes away in the top flight. She'll land 4th. Back 5th is Money or Love, getting a good tracking spot early for Miguel Vasquez, and 2.5 clear of the stretch running Lyrica, who's last of all as they race to the final half mile. Artie's Bourbon Girl takes it to Sweet Khaleesi at the half-mile pole. They're in lockstep. Sweet Tooth Haven wants off the fence, but Baby, I'm Worth It not allowing that to happen. Away in 5th now and trying to tack on Money or Love, and Lyrica is last as they round the far turn. Armio lets out a notch on Sweet Khaleesi. She's at the 3 furlong point on top of half a length. Baby, I'm Worth It launching an attack 2nd. She's run a huge race already. Down inside in 3rd is Sweet Tooth Haven. From the outside, Money or Love, then Lyrica, and now Artie's Bourbon Girl plummets to last with a 1/4 mile left to go. Sweet Khaleesi has the lead off the turn, opens 2 now. Off the cover now, here's Sweet Tooth Haven. Down the outside, Money or Love. Lyrica's rolling from the back, 1/8 of a mile to go. And we're down to 2 here. Money or Love trying to track down Sweet Khaleesi. Sweet Khaleesi, 1.5 lengths. Money or Love gaining ground when it matters. Here's Money or Love on the outside. Can she catch Sweet Khaleesi? It's a photo finish. I think Sweet Khaleesi held on there from Money or Love. 3rd, Sweet Tooth Haven. 4th, Lyrica. Then Baby, I'm Worth It. And Artie's Bourbon Girl wound up last in 1:10 and 1.
Number 5, Sweet Khaleesi guts out a game victory in deep stretch under Amisael Jaramillo for Arundel Farm and Stanley Gold. She had to dig deep and find more, but she did just that. Defeats number 4, Money or Love, who fired a big shot to get 2nd, ahead of the 1, Sweet Tooth Haven, who finished 3rd. Twelfth and final race now, off the turf, main track at 7 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $12,500. Scratch the 2, 7, 8, 14, 15, and 16. The betting favorite was 9, Night Before.
And runners away. From the center, Fend for Yourself gets the first call. Ms. Tiz is up to challenge. Moving up on the outside, Dragon Rouge makes it a party. These 3 across the course. Working 3 ahead of Moxie with United Song and Ryomar. Then Night Before in Search for Sammy. And out the back door early, His Tale Is Told. Down the backstretch they go. They appear to be flying up front. Dragon Rouge leads Ms. Tiz a 1/2 length. 5 ahead of Fend for Yourself, who tried to go with the top flight but couldn't make it through a 22 and 3 opening quarter. Moxie is 4th. 5th is Night Before ahead of United Song. Then comes Ryomar, who's better than 9 lengths off the lead ahead of Search for Sammy, and Tale Is Told. Around the far turn, while what was a 3-headed duel is now left alone as Dragon Rouge throttles open. Ms. Tiz on the rebid for Medina. Up on the outside, Night Before is running on. Night Before into 3rd. Moxie is 4th. From the back, Ryomar begins to stoke the boilers. 5th and running on for Marcos Meneses. United Song is at the rail with a 1/4 mile to go. Night Before comes away with the lead and will have to hold off Ryomar and Moxie. So the 3 favorites to settle the score through a 46 and 4 half mile. The leader, Night Before, strides to a 4-length lead. Ryomar is up into 2nd, while pulling a clear of Moxie, then to the outside United Song. Ms. Tiz is next in Search for Sammy, but if you back Night Before, you can head to the windows and collect Night Before, an easy winner. Ryomar best of the rest, 2nd, Moxie 3rd, United Song 4th, and Ms. Tiz in Search for Sammy in 126 and 2.
Number 9, Night Before, had never set foot on the main track, at least not on the racing side of things, but its first start on the dirt was a winning one for the daughter of Twirling Candy as she takes care of business in pretty handy fashion under Miguel Vasquez. He gets his 2nd winner of the day. Winning trainer Luis Duco, he gets his 2nd winner of the day. Farfellow Farm, the winning owners. Number 11, Ryomar, 2nd ahead of the 6, Moxie, who ran 3rd. Late pick 5, Formful, $45.30. Rainbow 6 hit for $221.88. Figures a carryover into Sunday of $34,030.03.
And that's it, a dozen up, a dozen down on this Saturday at Gulfstream Park. Hope you had a terrific Travers Day, and the best part is we do it all again tomorrow afternoon, a Sunday card here at Gulfstream Park, 1:15, the first post. 11 races coming your way. Good night, everybody.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.